Only on that one, yeah. Turn that around. There you go. Hi.
Hello. Hello. Smile and wave, babe.
We are at Christchurch, and this is the lovely Shirley.
Hello, babe.
She's holding the fort at the shop today, and I have been off, so I don't know if you missed me. I've had a couple of weeks away.
Yes, you have been, miss.
And we're back in the thick of it, and I wanted to show you our shop at Christchurch. That lovely attractive air conditioning unit above there, but anyway, at least you can see what we've got going on. And I'll have a quick talk about some of the products we've got available. Firstly, whilst I was off, we got in the goat's milk ice cream that we've been waiting
You
for.
want to see one?
Yeah. Yep, for absolutely ages. So this is made with the same goat's milk that they use, that we buy in as the goat's milk. So it's mildly.
Yes, yummy, yummy.
What is it? Look at these. So it's sort of backwards for
Sorry, £3.55. I beg your pardon.
£3.55. So we like to treat our dogs. I am absolutely blown away with how many ice creams that we managed to get through at Nurturing by Nature, and it's always been a bit of a dream for Nettie to be able to bring a goat's milk ice cream to the table, and we've managed to do it with our supplier. He's doing this anyway, so we've got these really cute little tubs of goat's milk ice cream, which we are allowed to sell for pet food, pet consumption. It's probably one of the only ice creams out there for pets that have actually got milk in it, which is why we're allowed to call it ice cream rather than ice treat. And it's made with goat's milk, so it's much better for the pets. So it's made on a basic recipe that is on the human recipe and does say sweeteners in there, but don't worry, it's completely safe. This is the proper type of thing that a pet can have. So and there's no, it's just the feedback. So I know Louise bought some the other day with her huskies, and the dogs just ran off with the pot. They loved it so much they ran off with the pot and wouldn't let it have it back until they'd actually emptied it. So that's what it looks like, and it's ice cream. I mean, that's what it is. It's ice cream. There's no colourings in there. It's literally just the goat's milk with a sort of a solution in it. It's not a solution, it's got an additive in it that makes it an ice creamable consistency, because if you just froze goat's milk, it's not going to be, it's not scoopable. But yeah, your dogs will lick this. I would just give it to them in the pot.
Yes.
We have got other ones there. Sadly, we haven't come across a way of being able to get this out to you further afield, because our preliminary tests, because it's such a tiny little tub, it just melts before it gets anywhere. We'll work it out eventually, we'll get there, but currently you can pick this up in our stores. So if you're in Dorset, that's cool, because we've got one here in Christchurch, we've got the one at Pamp Hill. So those two, Christchurch and Wimborne, are open 7 days a week. Hi Paige. And we've got our Westmoor store, which is open 6 days a week, Monday through to Saturday. And then we've also got our Upton store, which is based at our factory in Poole, and that is open on a weekend as well, but only for a few hours on a weekend. So that Upton Saturdays is only from 10 till 1. Apart from that, it's open weekdays 9 till 5. So yeah, this is our ice cream. We're really thrilled with it. It looks, feedback has been fantastic.
Yes.
Everyone's enjoyed it so far, so if you do come in store, have a look and see, and get your pets to have some, because I'm sure they will absolutely love it as well. All the ingredients are perfectly safe for our pets, and yeah, we're really chuffed to be able to add that to our repertoire.
The best.
So, yeah, so that's the goat's milk ice cream. So that's exciting. Whilst I've been off, I've had a nice couple of weeks with kids. They have we went to Cornwall for a beach week, and then we've had a week at home doing bits and bobs, and I took them out last weekend to I've never been before to a festival, so I took them to festival for the day, camp festival, so it's completely children orientated festival, and do you know what, they had a fantastic time. It was a really long day. I took Sue with me. She's my other half's mum, Adam's mum, so grandma, and she came. She's the our veterinary nurse that we have at Nurturing by Nature, and yeah, amazing day, really long day. Kids had a great time. They were thrilled to be able to see Sam Ryder, who they absolutely love, and so do I. So after watching him in Eurovision a couple of years ago, they've been fans ever since. So it was like their first experience of that, and it was just really lovely to witness them having such a great time. No dogs at that, apart from a few assistance dogs. But yeah, really good event. So if you're looking for a family friendly thing to do next year with the kids, I would definitely say it's a great day. I mean, obviously you can camp and stay. I think the weather was a bit pants for doing that personally, but we're lucky enough to live locally to Lulworth because it's in our delivery area. So being in Dorset, we're really lucky to have that on our doorstep. So we took full advantage, went for the day, and was able to get home to our own beds at 1 o'clock in the morning the next day. So really long day, good fun, and I think the teams have been working really hard whilst we've had a couple of weeks off, and I really appreciate all that they've done. I know that they have really pushed the information in the shops and really encouraged you guys to call in, try different treats, different food options as well. The Beco products have been going down the storms, so like these here, the poo bags. I think we did have a question on why we're not doing the other ones anymore, but there's no point in having too many options of things, and we have got these. So we've got these, and we've got like a compostable version also, but generally poo bags just end up in general waste unless you take it home with you and you compost it. Sorry, motorbikes. Unless you take it home and compost it, which not many people do. So, but we do have a compostable option for those people. So this is, and they're better priced as well. So you get £3.49, and you get 4 rolls in there, 4 rows of poo bags. So, you know, good products. Marcus from Beco is lovely. So he's our rep, and he's really helped us with all the information on the products as well. So it's really important at Nurturing by Nature that we know where everything comes from. I mean, we 100% know everything as far as the raw meat and the products that we make go, because that's completely part of our attentiveness and integrity to the brand. But knowing the history and information about the other products that other people make is really important as well, so that we can give you all the information you know. So for example, these are cute little bamboo bowls, but they're actually made from chopsticks. So, you know, it's little things like that make all the difference, and you just know how much more sustainable they are. They're nice and long lasting, they haven't got the BPA in, which you need to avoid in plastics. So yeah, these are bamboo and corn based, so it's a good alternative to a traditional plastic bowl. This is the cat one, the wave design. Little ones, they do bigger. And one more size up, just throw it all on the ground. So these are nice, and I believe that one of the team is actually in the process of adding these on the website, so you should be able to order online for things like this now, so as we lead up to the old Christmas. Believe me, we were thinking about Christmas back in May, because that's when you had to put your orders in for Christmas products. It's insane really. I don't know how the supermarkets cope. They probably planned 2 years in advance. So, and these have gone down well. So alongside the poo bags, we've got these cute little guys, and last week we had a mega Fun Time Friday offer with some toys, some poo bags. I think there were some wipes in there as well. So yeah, really cool products, sustainable, made with lots of recycled products. So everything that they do is recycled. Even their stand that the products come on, everything on there is recycled. So they're doing what they can for the environment, so we thought we'd support them. and they've been very supportive for us as well. So they've even enabled us to do that amazing giveaway that we did last week, which was amazing. Really, really generous of them. So okay, somebody wanted to talk about what to feed a puppy when you first start off on a raw diet. So I wanted to go over that a little bit with you. It's going to vary a little bit from if you're local to us or if you're further afield, but generally it's pretty much the same. The things that you would think about would be different for dogs. Would be if the size and the age and the breed of the dog. Now we're looking at puppies, so obviously puppies generally are little wee things that you bring home at 8 or 12 weeks old, but the good news is that they can start on a raw diet straight away. You don't have to wait for them to be older. The main thing is we feed a variety over time, and we feed appropriate meals for your size of dog and your breed of dog. If they haven't been reared on a raw diet, we're going to introduce it a bit more slowly. If they're reared on raw, they'll be ready to go. So you can then take the information from the breeder and adapt what you have got available to you, maybe from us, that change it for what your dog needs. So the main thing is you still need to feed a variety to a puppy, but you can introduce them slowly as we would do. And we do start everyone off on chicken, as long as you know that there's no allergies. But dogs, cats, chicken is 100% appropriate meal for them. They could catch, kill, eat that size an animal. So we start off on chicken. Our chicken mince does have bone in it, around about 18% bone. It's made up from minced cartilage, minced carcasses, which have got some meat on, so they're not really skinny carcasses. And the birds that they use and that are in the system are very, very young, so the bone density is not high at all. If you notice that your puppy is straining to poo, then we would add in more meat, and we have that available as well. So we have got meat minces that are bone free. So that's it. We would start on the chicken mince. We have 2 sizes available. I'll just grab those for you. Grabbed the size wise so you can see what we've got going on. This is our 500 gram mince. If you've got a puppy, say like a golden retriever, realistically one puppy will probably have between this and 750 grams of meat a day. So a puppy can have up to 10% meat, so 10% of their weight in meat per day. Any vegetables you would add on. And at that age, when they're little, adding in treats, we just add that on potentially within the 10%, because they are growing. This is when they're doing their most amount of growing. So this is our 500 gram pouch, and if you've got a smaller breed of dog, then you might want to consider our 200 gram pouch. So these are also online. We've got them in all of our stores. These are good for cats as well, so people start their dogs on these. So say you've got a smaller breed dog, like a poodle cross, or some sort of terrier, 200 grams is a great starting point. So puppies can have up to 10% of their body weight in meat per day. And you know what, it doesn't have to be an exact science. Don't forget, your puppies are growing and growing and growing. At this point in their life, when they're between sort of 8, 12, 14 weeks, that is when they're growing the most. You notice it, you see the size of their paws, and all of a sudden they've grown into them, and there's a great big puppy that was tiny when you brought it home. They almost double in size in a week. So this is the time they're doing their most growing, so you need to support that growth with a good diet. So good nutrition will help your puppy to grow nicely. You don't necessarily want your puppy to be the biggest puppy, you just want them to be growing all in the right proportions, nice and healthily. So there's the 2 options that we've got for size of food, and this is the mince, which does contain bone. So these are the 500 or 200 grams. And like I say, a golden retriever puppy would have at least this, I would have thought, when you bring it home, up to 10%. So in general, about 700 grams a day because of their weight. So realistically, you need that and that together, and that's going to be like your large breed puppy starter amount. They're only going to have this amount when they're growing like this, so when they get to 5 or 6 months old, you'll definitely have cut it down by then. They won't need quite so much food to grow. So that's what we would start on, minces. So if your dog's already been fed a raw diet, you can go on to feed in what they were feeding prior, or if they're not used to it, we'd start on the minces for a week at least, and then look to introduce some other textures and proteins. You've got the chunks, you've got the like chicken wings, nice little bones that you can add in, or if you've got a large breed puppy, we go on to a larger bone, but the carcasses are great for that as well, so you can add in a chicken carcass. So those are those two. I'm going to put them away so they don't spoil. And it's a really good idea to weigh your dog as you go. One thing, to get them used to being weighed so they don't mind being on the scales. That's really helpful for when you have to visit a vet, you know, and then you can adjust the amount you're feeding to suit what your puppy needs, because from 1 week to the next they're going to weigh something different, and they're growing all the time, so just really bear that in mind. And things like the treats, although an older dog you might weigh that in or give them like an allowance potentially, I wouldn't worry too much when they're little and growing so much. When they've stopped growing, then that's when you think about how much they're having on a daily basis, and then some days they might have more and some days they might have less, and as long as it's a balance over time, your dog should absolutely be fine. So we think for a little mouth, little teeth, a little mouth, treat wise, this is a good one. So it is the dried meat. I know a lot of you are waiting for the bigger chunks of this to come in. We still can't get it at the moment. This is the same product, but it's nowhere near the same size. But as soon as we get it back in, I promise it will be on the website and you will know about it. So this is a good size treat. This is quite a hard treat, as you can see. They're pretty hard. They are just dried bits of beef. So they go in your pocket nice and easily. These are great for quick reward. You can use these as a topper on their food. For training, I'd probably use something a bit softer, because you want them to be able to consume it really quickly and then come back, or take something like this and chop it into really, really tiny dusty little pieces, and then at least they still got the flavour, because you want a quick reward. You want to be able to get them something instantly to say well done, rather than have to chop something up or break it up. So this is good as an all-rounder to have in your pocket when you're out and about. Have it with you. It's not offensive either, it's just dried meat. It sort of smells a little bit like gravy granules. You know what that sort of smells like? It basically smells like that, really. Slightly beefy, not offensive at all. Little tiny hard pieces that everyone seems to enjoy. Even the cats eat these. So they're available, and you can find them in all of our stores, and you can find them on our website as well. So that's a really good thing to introduce with your puppy. And I know we named it puppy dried meat. It's also called Small Bite on the website, so good for smaller breed dogs as well. She's good for larger dogs. There's no reason why they can't have it. Then we sort of pigeonholed it into that. So if you want something else that's easy to break up, then like the dried sprats, easy to break up, a bit more smelly, so but slightly higher reward. Well, some dogs love these, some dogs just want to roll in them. So each dog's different, and you know your own dog better than I do. But that's also a really popular treat. You can break them up really small, you can put them on top of their food. It adds a different texture to their food, so you can give this to a puppy, you could add it into their chicken and their first few meals. That would be absolutely fine. And then if you're looking for something to keep your pet occupied, so say you've had a nice busy day, puppy's in its crate potentially, or in its space, or on its bed. Something like this is quite nice. This is just a bladder twist. They're really popular, easy, nice and soft for little teeth. Or you've got something like this, which is a bit bigger dog, and you can stuff it here. You can stuff it there with some mint, so you can actually, it's sort of dual purpose really. You can use that either way. You could even cut that into a couple of pieces if you've got a really small dog and you don't want to have all of it. You could do that, but I wouldn't bother. I would just give it to them as it is and weigh it in potentially for an older dog, or again use it, or for a puppy it wouldn't be a problem. You're just going to bear in mind, have that in your memory, they've had it. I mean, so our treat options are huge. Huge amount of treats and options that you can have. Loads of different proteins, so you don't just have chicken, you don't have to have beef. I've only shown you beef and chicken products today, but there's loads of options out there, so lots of things to try and get through. So yeah, that's it really. Bringing a Poma puppy can be as simple as you make it, and start off on the plain minced chicken. Think about having some treats to hand for training, and basically expose your puppy in that first time with you to as much as you can, because that is when they do their learning. They pick up a lot of things, they learn a lot when they're tiny, and then if you expose them to things, that's a really good excuse to go down the pub, take them with you, ask people just to ignore the dog, have them under the table, that sort of thing. Anything like that. It's more exposure that you can do in that little short period of time using nice natural treats, nice natural food. You have a really good setup for a really well-rounded, good dog. So, hopefully that's helped with the query on puppies. Obviously that's just like the first week. We start on chicken, then we'd introduce a variety. Week 2, week 3 we'd go on to bones, but that's generally the same sort of introduction that we would do for an adult dog as well. So that would cover everything. So if you ever want any extra help with that, we will definitely be able to help you. All of our stores have scales in, so you can bring your dogs in and weigh them. That's absolutely fine. There's no charge for that service either. You can use them at any point once the store is open. They're there for you to use.
Hello.
So, okay. I hope that's helped. And if you've got any other topics that you want covered, then absolutely we will do our best to go over relevantly for you. Just something left for me to say now is really that we have our stores open over the weekend. As you know, our Christchurch and our Pampill store are open Saturday and Sunday. Normal working hours basically 9 till 5, and then our Upton store at Poole, that's open tomorrow from 10 till 1, and our Westmoor store, which is based between Ferndown and Ringwood, that's basically open tomorrow from 9 till 5 as well. Have a wonderful weekend. It's really great to be back. We've definitely missed you all, and we shall bring another live back next week. More topics, hopefully interesting. If you want to have shop tours, we can do that. We can go over some of the products that we've got. We're absolutely open. If you want to go over something, then we'd be thrilled to go over it with you. Have an amazing weekend. Oh, Christchurch, yeah, I always get it wrong. Christchurch is open 10 till 5, and I always get it wrong. I always say 9 till 5. Christchurch is open 10 till 5 because it's open until 6 during the week, so the girls get that bit of time back, and really it's not busy on a Saturday morning, so between the hours of 9 and 10 anyway, it's busy. But yeah, sorry, regret, go back. Christchurch store is open 10 till 5 and 10 till 4 on the Sunday. Thank you, Ness, for reminding me. Have a nice weekend, everyone.